Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Valhalla, and today is the last day of the year. So today is the last ever episode, yeah! Are you not happy? Well, let's see. Gilly's in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I ordered. I only agreed to work on New Year's Eve if I went to pick it up myself. Well, are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up in any minute. But strength will be right, I can show you that. Think something, maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. You get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug? Does that work? A hug? A big one, reward for after everything said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Everything's fine, everything's fime. We avoided this for all these years, now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Also might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello? Are you ready? We're just gonna start with it? Are you ready? Are you sure about it? Gabby? Come on in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Hey. You talk first. No, well... This is fucking awkward. just fucking silence. Some days ago I got a letter. And even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. What? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first time I heard of it. What did it say? I don't know, I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh. I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do that. Let's read it. Let's read it. He's so angry. Sorry. Just that? Yep. Is there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? This is just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all those worries, after all those problems, after all these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. And she just says sorry? Sorry for what? Sorry for our fight, for not talking all these years? No, I'm not fucking pissed. I'm angry now. I'm pissed now. Are you laughing? Sorry. Sorry, I just remember all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like that time where she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. And you were pissed about the lack of a tree. Or that time when you left an unopened beer bottle on the table, she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. And if the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, guess she had all the right to brag. Maybe she was being sincere though. She did express to me that she was sorry for on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me that she died from a localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. They usually amputate or replace the part and call it a day. But organs are different, the condition made her susceptible to transplant rejection. Not to mention artificial heart and genetic treatments were out of question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18, but kept in a secret for everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why didn't she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait. How did she live so normally then? Had to use a serum on shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell, the shots even left her nasty marks where she had to apply them. So the thing near her left breast was a birthmark? Was it a birthmark? And the rejection was what ended up killing her? The nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find what made her so vulnerable. That to say she might have missed a shot, or the shot made her other defenses grow weaker. The condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere, or maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. They don't know. She kept it a secret from everyone, so nobody knows. I mean, well, yeah. If she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Wish she wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying her sleep. Thinking about what ifs won't bring her back. Huh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. What if I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at the very moment? What if I had apologized earlier? What if I had given a chance to the research institute thing back then? And the amount just increased threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. I'm quite confident the research thing, you probably stop blaming her for the research thing. If you hated it, if you start hating the research thing, you probably start blaming her for that choice probably. Because at the end of the day, you didn't want to do it, but you were more pushed to that direction. But today I realized something. Having such regrets with the dead is a low effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I cannot make amends with the dead. I cannot apologize to her like I can apologize to you right now. Jill. Lino, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She'll have to face it alone though, if she only... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. If we are to mourn, let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Lina was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is to try lighten up, even if it's only for a moment. I need to ask, though. Did she really start to complain about chest pains shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pain from the time to time, but that actually goes way back before you left. Back then we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Gods, I even blame her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and a part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. Hey, you didn't deserve that, sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for, don't think too much about it. Try to be mature and not to shout it out either, so let's just call all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So how did you find me exactly? Well, have you heard of a message board called Danger U? I have, yeah. Well, there is that I visited from time to time, and the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar, and the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Hey Jill, can you tell me what problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in a pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because of your sister was with me. As she stopped supporting my study, I would have quit right then and there. And then after graduating, I got a very good job offer that she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. And she was forcing that burden on me. And then mine became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were going to get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something that she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But the thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I wasn't going to let her decide such a big thing for me. I mean, I kind of understand it from the point of view. I mean, it's like accepting someone else's offer, like, I don't know, or job. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Would you hate it if someone else, it's not even your parent, like someone else completely that you hang out with decided that you should take this job, and he accepted this job for you, or something like that? I mean, she could be really pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her. That was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time, and it's rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. Would have stopped her once we got married. What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her, she will do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No, no, no. I never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working on a job I hate. Just out of routine, getting used to it. I want to break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you to fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like it was exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it, tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight by getting all defensive about no want to take that offer. Perhaps if I didn't overact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity, maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talk about it with her. My sister said something like that, huh? I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should I stop projecting myself too much into her? Something like that. Leonor. We're quite a whole heads, you, me, my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know. Play your role correctly. Huh. Why didn't you come back, Jill? You end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? How you didn't want to see her for a fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. But I faced her back then and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear, you and my sis were meant for another. You both moved on oh my god, my throat. Losing my voice already. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you're sorry. And like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one I could always talk to. I feel her absent every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Huh? Mourning is fine and all, but we will celebrate. We should celebrate. Well, we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she will tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same she told you to stop rubbing things in people's face. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have the toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, let's get you a drink. A drink? Don't you worry, trust me. Let's make something gross together. Something sweet. Alcohol? Grab these for a sec. Okay. Leonor, I know you're watching from the beyond right now as I give a drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both planned to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I cannot apologize to you anymore, but I can at very least make your rest easier. So know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. I'll make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman, just like you were. I'll always be there for her. I'll be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey, want to add anything? I always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit, come on, just these once. I'll always miss you, sis. Sis! Sis, you idiot! Did you keep that secret for so long? Idiot, idiot! Sniff, I always told you everything wasn't enough. You idiotic idiot! Ah! Hey Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead, that you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Well, if you promise the same to me, and promise me we won't fight. I cannot do that. Huh? You and I are both too thick-headed, sooner or later we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise that I won't run away like last time. We'll we both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hehe. Hey, did you mean what you said? Can you look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wanna dare leave my little sister alone. Jill! Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers! Cheers! So, about this drink. Can I drink it? You like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. Why not drink it then? You are with an adult. You might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Quite confident I didn't put any alcohol in it. Right. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me an apple soda. Oh my god, you know what is the weirdest thing? I saw a child drink a whole bottle of beer, and I was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck gave you that shit? So fucking upset, I was like, how the fuck you managed to drink this shit? I cannot fucking drink it, I'm over 18. What the fuck? Who is the fucking else that gave me that fucking bottle? I'm fucking pissed. I was like, get the fuck out of that shit. Oh my god. What a weird day. I think it was one of my friend's birthday. I don't know. It was so weird. She was funny and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and turned out to be apple soda. Oh, you got back at her? Well, I did hide the deals in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use the cucumber. Minor problem requires minor solution! Oh, my save. Creative ones, I might say. If you put your mind at it, everything can be a dildo. Okay, I'm done. And as follow-up, she used the same cucumber in salad. No! Why? Why the salad? She said, so do you like eating me for lunch? Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Oh, never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm a Clarice, actually. Ooh! Oh, she's my bestie, and this Claire knows you are using her as an excuse, right? Oh, of course. How will she cover for me otherwise? Huh, true. She's very smart. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire's doesn't live close by, so... Well, it cannot be helped. I live nearby, the streets aren't exactly safe at night. Well, the street. the whole fucking place. Why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in the mansion, but I say it's comfy enough at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yeah, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he's got to a partnership with a friend in a motor district. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing motor district has almost no bakeries. I still remember that when your sister introduced me to him. He started to shouting, I knew it! Fucking knew it! I fucking knew it! You're a lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy! He's so cool. I think he had this bet with an acquaintance for his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. That said, sis was into girls. The acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer or whatever, he was right or not. That beer bottle is still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your dad is so cool. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as I said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society in her circle of friends. Her lesbian daughter was a no now. I still on my sis side for the one though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic, she did because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? You know, Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. Haven't seen her since August, I think. Do you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone. I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thank you. Huh? I thought that there would be gonna be somebody in here! Alma, over here. Party? A small New York celebration. New York. Why keep reading New York? It's New Year, god damn it! My fucking brain! Wanna stay for it? I don't want a key to burden. I don't want a key to burden? What? I don't want a key to burden? What? Don't worry, you won't. You'll get a cola for the night though. No alcohol. I'll give you... it will give us some time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great! Hey Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce to you. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. The last ever episode of Valhalla. I am sweating as hell. I am actually sweating more than hell. And sweating like hell. And that's it. Anyway, how do you feel? How do you think about the story? Was it interesting? We found some closure. And as far as we know, it was silly, as they say. It was an idiotic fight, a silly fight, and that led to a bigger fight and led to breakups. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed as usual, leave a like. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe. And just some more information. But there's actually some more stuff about the game. I'm not sure if I'm gonna explore it. Let's see. I'm probably just gonna explore the demo. The class stuff, because I'm curious about the relationship between Jill and Anna actually, because it's kind of weird. I thought that Anna was like a tutorial, but it didn't really make sense as a tutorial. But you know, like testing the water kind of deal. So from what I heard, we can do like some sort of secret levels, which allow us to expand a little bit more about this overall story. Don't know if I should or not, but let's see as it is. And guess what? There's actually a sequel to the game. So since I don't know when I'm gonna release it, I'm gonna simply say it's still to be announced. If I'm not wrong, it's a completely different place scenario. So we may encounter Jill, may not. We don't really know, because if we recall, there was information that the Mar was likely going to close. So let me go and check very quickly. There we go. And oh, never mind. Is Nirvana Cyberpunk Bartender Action. So it's probably the story about Panama, right? Yeah, I believe so. It's still not released. I don't know when they're gonna release it. It says no, it doesn't say anything actually. Huh. I believe the character's completely different. Well, they're supposed to be like a spiritual successor of this sort of game, and that's it. Oh, yep. I also got Mad Cat Boomer. Why did you boss hug you though? Huh? What? Who's speaking? Yeah, what? Sorry, I was checking Steam. She's kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing out back there. Oh, they're talking to each other? It is automatic, or do I have to click? You're right. Good night, Jill. It seems it's not the end of it. We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. So there's a new game plus, which is, I believe, is the endless one. I wonder what's the difference actually. I'm gonna check it out very quickly. It's probably just providing beverages. That's it. To be honest, I actually believe the game was shorter. It was actually much longer than I predicted to be. So I'm gonna try to shorten up the videos. Hopefully, need to do a lot of editing, and it's gonna be a long journey, I guess. And quite confident there's still some more stuff. Oh, there is more stuff. Friday, February the 3rd. It's been a month. This is good, really good. I have no idea how long I've wanted some curry. I remember I meant to eat some, but then I had to pay for some drinks I spilled on the floor. That screwed up my budget. Oh, there it is. So, we basically received different ending for each client we helped properly. So for, if I'm not wrong, each client has like a specific ending. If we didn't fudge their order, we got to see something. It's the least I can do after being such an obnoxious client. So we actually gonna check out Virgilio Curry shop? Huh, fascinating. Yeah, about that, mind if I ask something, Mr. Timothy Mercury? Is that her... It's his name? Timothy Mercury? Oh. So you know. Small city, it turns out two very grateful girls soon became regulars, and both of them were related to you. So what's your question, bartender? Call me Jill. Two questions actually. The first one is, why did they brand you as a traitor? Because you killed the other guy? I don't know, it sounds weird considering the other guy assaulted two little girls. It was a cover-up. The guy was my superior. A high-ranking officer like him assaulting innocent civilians? That would be unthinkable, on paper at least. On record, I hurt the girls and killed him before another unit subdued me. Then I escaped from their custody. In reality, that's all I needed to know. Sorry for bringing them up. Didn't you have another question? Yeah, how did you build this restaurant so fast? It's a small city, it turns out very grateful girls that tracked me down to thank me. One of them was rich and the other noticed I smelled like Carrie. Huh, those two are really nice girls, huh? They didn't deserve what that bastard did to them. Excuse me? Oh, speaking of the angels. Timmy, 2 special carries, please? Oh, hi, Jill. What I found... Okay, but why attacking 2 children? You're fucking... It's like... I don't know. You're fucking like with someone very rich. So, yeah. She didn't have bodyguards at that age. I would have put bodyguards on my daughter. If I was that rich, probably. But still, it was like, what the fuck is going on? Why attacking the fucking children? Doesn't make sense to me. Well, whatever. I guess we're never gonna know why. It's kind of weird, just that. It's like a soldier shooting at children. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh god, I cannot believe I'm actually here. The concert will begin any second now. Yeah. As if like, what do you expect is gonna happen? Like, you're gonna kill these children from a rich family, and you are gonna pin them to the other night. They're gonna fucking find it out, or I don't know. It's weird. Wow, I've never seen her so openly excited before. Don't talk too loudly or you'll startle her. Oh, we are here. It's really nice to see her here so happy. She doesn't give a damn and lets herself go. You sure you don't mind me? Of course not. That way I won't be the only one with little clue as to what's going on. It's true that you served this Hiramiki girl at the bar. As amazing as it sounds, really nice girl, if a bit oblivious to the risk some people present. How so? She doesn't mind stalker and such. Oh. How's your hot wounds? Arm's doing fine. Eyes healing nicely. I can sleep better at night. Just what transpired inside that bank. It's not important anymore. What's important is that Stella will get me a job after I heal. She will? She rebuilt a new armor set for me and wants me to be her bodyguard. I'll be paid for something I do anyways. I'll get to spend more time with her. That's nice. I like to spread out and help more people, but it's a nice start. Want to be a vigilante then? Maybe. Sorry. She's coming out! She's coming out! Here! It's actually her! Look, it started. Are you here, Jill? This song is for you! No! No more rotation! What? What? Wait a second, what do you mean? Tell different days. Sorry, my throat is killing me. I cannot believe you actually made me do a sleepover thing. You didn't have to accept, you know? Shut up. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. See, even Gabby's having fun. Relax a bit. Yeah, whatever. You know, Alma, you remind me a bit of my sis. I do? How? You always manage to get a reaction from Jill. They always say that Jill acknowledging your presence is the best way to know she likes you. You're talking too much, Gabby. Oh, it's different with you though. With my sis, Jill was more frustrated. Like this one time where she bought her a shirt that... You're talking too much, little girl. A shirt that what? Had a pic of a cucumber on it. I mean, you... Don't we have a shirt that reads huge words lots on it? Whatever. Cucumber? Oh, what are you doing with the hair? Oh, just what are you doing with my hair? Sorry, got stuck in one of my fingers. Seriously. So I'm a bit like Leonard then. No, you just remind of her a bit. Moreover, my sister wasn't as as equipped with heavy machinery or high caliber gun as S. What this girl is trying to say is that with your titties and ass, you could be Leonor and half out of the mass. That just means there is enough to share with both of you. Share? You're talking too much, Alma. January 15? This happened earlier. The chronology doesn't make sense. So yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. Ah, wow. Is that guy a marker player? I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and finally got to him. We finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy has a weird implant where his testicle should be. It's basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked the fantasy and make sure he could leave it out. He could leave it out properly? Okay. I once saw a guy at the hospital in the emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill a fantasy. I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with you with just one, you know? Just one what? Bowl? We're just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the new Yuana thing, and now this? Don't you have more subdues too? I actually love Dorothy's story. Oh yo, you're an adult, you can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. Huh. And now you pretend that it's a surprise. Quite you. She fought against the nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to the same sickness. Is this an actual game? Apparently, sometime after she got out of treatment, attracted her and killed her. It's so fucking ridiculously sad because she survived the treatment, right? She beat cancer. Well, nanomachine cancer. She got hit by a car. But even then, she was amazing. She was? Huh? Yeah, she kept up her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 colleges' admission exams. She also played the piano and the guitar. Well, being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half of that. But she practically accomplished all that by herself. Yeah, impressive. And she also beat the nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer, and even less survive. It took a tracking track to take her down. Raccoon struck again. She was great, and to think I'm sort of like her sister. Silly Becky. Honey, did you say something? I did not. Weird, I swear I heard somebody call me Silly Becky. Come again? It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away. I think I've heard that nearby, but you're the only one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh, whilst I was saying the ballsack guy. Let's go back to the ballsack! I wish they kinda released this mini story for each chapter rather than all together. But I guess it's more like a closing, a way to close up the story. I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for this second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, Jill, we are leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't get so dramatic. But and you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spend setting up a useless farewell could be used as asking me things about the place. Like where the switches and bulbs are. But I already know, they're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel, I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes, Jill, stop calling it Armitage, she'll take care of your 4-ball just fine. I'm not worried about him, I'm worried about me. I've never been away from Forge this long, I don't want what I'll do. He'll do just fine, you did pretty well for at least 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we are leaving. Where are we going? Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of that desk, Gil. Thanks. You what? You what? You what? Hey, I want, like, at that point, I know so well my own place, like the people around me that I desensitized so much. I was like, oh, thanks. I wouldn't even be angry. I was like, oh, thanks. Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition: if you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics on my Emoto there. I don't want her eyes soiled. Imo? Little sister. Then just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. Whatever. First stop, Panama. Are we actually going to Panama? Ah, interesting. So we're actually probably visiting the new game, I believe. Here you can now have hard data. Loading hard data from the title screen or bar will let you start over from day one while keeping your items and money. Thank you for playing. Oh, they're together now. Goodbye, Miss Bartender. Yeah, goodbye to her. And that's it, guys. That's everything for today. And I believe we actually got all the endings except the bad one. And that's it. If I could be wrong, actually, let me check. I think there's a way to see it. But it was a perfect run. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed these collective endings, I may say. It was quite a long episode. And yeah, we got basically all the endings except the bad one, which is basically we not being able to pay the debt that we accumulated, I believe. So it was some sort of bad ending. Anyway, we're probably just gonna explore very quickly the extra episode of Anna, just to understand what the heck it is. I'm gonna be honest with you, her presence I always found it a little bit curious, if not weird, of Anna. She's just a character. I don't know. Maybe special. I hope you enjoy this adventure, and as usual, have a lovely day, a lovely evening, and a lovely bye.